Have you ever been on a luxury catamaran vacation? No? Are you curious about what it's actually like? Then come with us, follow us, come and see the challenge between two crews of top-class catamarans, and you are going to discover just what it's like to live on these boats. Welcome to Italy, to the Amalfi coast, one of the most beautiful stretches of coast we have in this country. Today we have come together here to witness the Premier Catamaran Challenge. It's actually a competitive event between two crews of catamarans that are part of luxury program. Their owner, Spartivento, is recognized as one of the leading charter companies in Italy. Spartivento has distinguished itself not only by its size and reach, but also as the company that pioneered luxury service on board catamarans by creating the Silux program. With Silux program, these catamarans were decorated with more richness and care, complemented with many accessories and entrusted to a professional crew consisting of a skipper and a chef. And the nice thing is that the crew is always the same. It never changes, and this is really a plus for charter boats, in addition to all the other things, of course, that you will find in the Silux program. There are a number of these catamarans from Lagoon 51 to Lagoon 55. We want to see among all these crews, which are already an elite, already the result of a selection, which one is the best. So we have put up the first Mastercrew trophy, the Mastercrew 2023-2024 trophy, here with me. Yeah, I have the first two crews of the first semifinal, because there are 3 rounds. First semifinal, a second semifinal, and then we will see a final between the two winners of the semifinals. And to help me in my task, I have Floriana Bertelli. Hello, Floriana. Floriana is a journalist on Italian national TV, a specialist in food and wine, and a sommelier, so she will be the one to help me with the food and wine part. As for everything concerning the nautical part, well, I'll take care of that myself. Shall we start introducing our crews?
Immediately, to my left.
Yes, I am Sergio Tedesco. I am the captain of Fishetto, the Lagoon 51 of the Silux line. And here to my left is my chef, Alessandra.
Hi, I'm Alessandra. I'm the onboard chef of Fishetto. The Lagoon 51, I've been part of the Spartivento family for 3 years, and I've also been part of the Silux program, which gave me the opportunity to become a chef on board endorsed by Gambero Rosso.
Hello, I'm Francesco Di Mano. I've been commanding boats for 45 years. I'm the captain of FICO, a Lagoon 52, this wonderful catamaran, and next to me I have our great chef.
Hello, my name is Marco. I've been collaborating with Spartivento for about 4 years. I'm the onboard chef and I'm passionate about the sea.
And with this, we can now start with our tests. The tests are basically 2. A cooking test for the chefs and a mooring test for the skippers. Let's start with your part.
This contest
With
will be
your
about
part of the
cooking and
cooking.
pairing dishes with wine.
And certainly the wine pairing. So the chefs will be meticulously required to prepare not just an appetizer, but also a delectable main course. Set the table elegantly and serve with finesse, so that we will see how they adeptly manage both the sophisticated food and wine aspect of the catamaran vacation. But to do all this, clearly the very first thing to do is to actually...
Shop for groceries.
Yes, exactly. So, are you ready to go ashore?
Sí.
Great. 3, 2, 1, go. Crews have set off, and now they have 3 hours until 1 p.m. to do their shopping, prepare their dishes, and set the table. And immediately after that, Floriana and I will step in to assess what they've managed to accomplish. But now, Floriana, I think you can go and be our correspondent on land.
I'm going to be the correspondent and see what they're capable of.
Perfect. I'll wait for you here.
Great.
Let's go.
Maurizio, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you well.
Listen, it's crowded here. I still haven't been able to find them. What should I do?
What should you do? You should continue.
Keep going? Okay. Okay. So I'll keep going. Here you are. I've been looking all over Amalfi for you.
Floriano, come on, let me work.
Tell us something.
No, I can't tell you anything. I'm just looking at these lemons. Bye, I'll see you later.
Well, nothing. Andrea?
No, please.
Okay, I won't bother her at all, or else she'll most definitely kick me straight to the curb. Maurizio, I have two pieces of news, a good one and a bad one.
Well, let's start with the good one.
You want the good one? I found them.
And the bad one?
The bad one? Well, they refused to speak with me. Not a single person wanted to say anything. I'm very sad. See you on the boat?
Okay, I'll wait for you.
Marco, you're super fast, huh?
I am trying.
Okay.
Yes.
Listen, I've been told you're a very good chef.
Never say that on a boat or anything like that. It's very bad luck.
No, come on.
No, this really is the truth.
Alessandra, I see you're very precise indeed.
Yes, of course, I absolutely want to win.
I see that you are very determined.
Yes, I want to stay in the Salux program by securing the Mastercrew. I want to see who can kick me out then.
Oh, sure. Once you have that title, no one can get rid of you anymore.
Exactly, yes.
Okay, good luck then. Break a leg, or rather a whale's tail. And as you have heard, there's a considerable amount of tension brewing between the crews. Think that I was told that already 3 weeks before the start of filming in the Spartivento bases, especially in Capo d'Orlando, where all the Salux boats are, tension gradually started to build up, and the crews, despite being friends, began to eye each other with a hint of suspicion. Floriana,
Maurizio, here I am. Listen, do you know that all my friends ask me what a catamaran actually looks like?
and now we'll show them one of the most beautiful cabins you can see on a catamaran.
Come on, let's go.
Come, Floriana, come see this cabin. It's something else.
Wow. It's huge. It really looks like a hotel room.
This is the classic owner's cabin. You should know that charter boats absolutely never have this cabin. In this space, there are normally 3 cabins. But several catamarans of Spartivento's Salux program have these cabins, the owner's cabins. It's all one hull for this cabin. Look, that's all bathroom. It's really very big, and this even has a walk-in closet, a real walk-in closet, and a living room.
It's really beautiful.
Please, let's go see the cockpit again.
A beautiful cabin.
Beautiful. Let's see, what time is it?
It's 1 p.m.
Sergio, ring the foghorn. The contest is over. Marco, the race is over. Come out to the cockpit. Show yourself.
Tell me, Maurizio, I hear you loud and clear.
At this point, stop everything. We'll do Alessandra's test, then we'll take the tender, come to you, and see what you've been up to.
I'll wait for you then. See you later. Bye.
Okay, see you later. Here comes the appetizer. Let's start the game.
Nice.
It is very well presented.
Thank you.
Will you tell us about it?
Absolutely. Today for the appetizer, we have a chopped amberjack accompanied by all Sicilian flavors such as sun-dried tomato, capers, pine nuts, and raisins, all finished with a sprinkle of toasted breadcrumbs.
What wine did you pair it with?
I thought to pair it with Greco di Tufo, which, in my opinion, between the savoriness of the condiments and the freshness of the fish I decided to use, should pair quite perfectly with this dish.
And now let's find out if it is so.
Mineral, floral, good. Let's taste this combination.
Very well.
Perfect. So all that's left is to taste.
Excuse me. Let's
It's
taste
the
and
best
see
part,
if
isn't
indeed.
it?
Please, see you later.
The best part,
Of course.
of course. Let's see, let's taste it.
The best part of our job. Good, very good.
How's it?
The appetizer is delicious. And I must say the wine now, well, you will tell me if it pairs well, if it matches well or not, but to me it seems good. At least the wine is delicious.
The wine is delicious. The company is excellent. But I'll tell you about the pairing later.
All right, you will tell me about the pairing afterwards,
Yes,
right?
you heard me right.
Let's move on to the next dish. Come on. Alessandra. And let's see what she brings us now.
Yes, I can't wait.
Here she comes.
Here she is.
And she didn't make a mistake.
What do you propose?
Today, as a first course, we have a sea-themed cacio e pepe. I prepared the cheese cream with the water from the mussels. On top, we have a tartare of red shrimp from Mazzara. Everything accompanied by a brush stroke of a cream that I created with the heads of the shrimp.
What about the wine?
For the wine, I wanted to select Biancolella, which is a local wine from the Amalfi coast coming from Ischia. In my opinion, it should go very well with this dish. Between the
Let's
sweetness
try
of
it.
the shrimp and the saltiness of the cheese, I hope it's perfect.
Now, all we have to do is to test if it is actually a good
Absolutely.
pairing.
Very good. So let's taste the pairing.
Sure, let's taste the pairing. Let's taste and find out if the pairing
Excellent.
is correct.
Let's taste the combination. Shall we see with the wine? Good pairing, very balanced.
Oh, thank goodness.
I shouldn't have said it.
Very good. Now, we have tasted this, we go on with our hard work and move to the other boat. So would you like to follow us on FICO and find out what Marco has cooked for this challenge? Let's go.
Oh, beautiful.
Marco, well, what is it?
What you have here is a red tuna tartare with capers and a finely diced brunoise of vegetables.
What is
Okay.
a brunoise?
The brunoise is a mix of diced local vegetables. They can be carrots, celery, zucchini, seasoned with salt and pepper.
I see.
What wine did you think of?
Falanghina del Sannio 2021, a white wine of white berries that paired well with an appetizer, and in this case, the tuna.
Let's taste a little. What beautiful aromas from these vines, good.
Very good. So, at this point, all that remains is to combine the two,
Enjoy your
right?
meal.
Thank you very much. But very delicate.
Yes, really.
Very delicate and very colorful as well. Beautiful.
I think they also look good. They are both
The
very
two
delicate.
combinations. All right. Marco, you can now kindly bring out the main course for us.
Thank
Here is
you.
the main course, and it genuinely looks great.
Thank you.
Smoke.
What an aroma. Nice, what is it?
These are spaghetti alla citara with sea bream fillets, some olives and a reduction of red cherry tomatoes, and all finished off with a zest of lemon.
Very good.
You paired it with?
I thought of pairing a 2021 pesto fiano around 13 degrees with a note of fruit. The wine is very good.
A great wine? We need to taste how the pairing is.
Certainly.
Good.
Enjoy your meal.
Thank you very much. Good. Really very, very good. Then if you like spicy, it's delicious. What do you like about spicy?
How do you find this spicy pairing?
is.
Now give your critique.
It's good.
That's it?
It's good. I won't go beyond that. It's good.
Hi, Francesco.
Hello, Francesco. So I have called you here because now it's time for you to step in. We have observed the chef's skills and capabilities. It's time to see what you can do. So we're going to have a mooring test. One catamaran at a time enters from Giulio Coppola. And we'll see how you moor the boat.
What kind of mooring did I do?
Well, just a classic stern half, nothing really special.
I understand.
With 2 people, not 3 as you...
He's inclined to cheat since he's got 3 people on board, whereas the challenge specifies 2 people. It's you and your chef.
Thank you like 3 times.
No. You know, Salux has a crew of 3 on big boats. You use 2, so
All right.
you and your chef. So let's just go see what they can do. For the mooring maneuver, we have a special guest, Giulio Coppola. Giulio Coppola here on the Amalfi coast. He's a legend because he is considered the best boat handler we have. He has a very, very small dock with very tight spaces. To properly fit the boats in, you've got to be really very good. That's why we picked him to assist me in judging the mooring maneuvers. And now let's go to the first boat. Shall we go, Giulio?
Let's go.
Let's go. Starting the maneuver. Francesco starts the maneuver facing directly from the stern. That is, he has put the boat in line with his berth and arrives directly astern. Giulio, is this a complex maneuver?
No, not today, because it's not between 2 boats, basically. There's a bit of space, so it can be done.
It can be done, it's convenient, and above all, there's no wind today.
Exactly.
Very good. Now, in a few seconds, we'll see the crew from the boat next to us come to place the fenders.
$10 meters.
Marco has started to call out the distance from the dock. Go ahead, let's go down.
3 meters.
Here, the moment is delicate because if this rope goes, if it sinks, it risks getting caught in the propeller.
2 meters.
Instead, it needs to be doubled up. They've passed it through the ring and are bringing it back on board. The maneuver will be effectively concluded once both ropes are safely secured to the boat. Francesco is maintaining the boat's movement using the engines.
Tell me when I grabbed it.
As we see, Sergio approaches the maneuver in a unique way, unlike Francesco. Francesco heads straight from the stern, whereas Sergio, conversely, approaches from the bow. Reaching the berth, he then proceeds to turn around. He has started the rotation and now he's approaching the axis of the berth. As you can see, the maneuver is very slow. There is no wind, so it can be very slow because of safety reasons. So Giulio, you do the maneuvers inside in that tiny little space. You only let the skipper perform the maneuvers outside the basin?
Exactly.
And how many maneuvers do you see in a season?
Do you mean mine or of the yacht owners? 1,000.
In total, thousands of maneuvers. That's why we can say that Giulio has a good deal of
Absolutely.
experience. Here we go. I see the rope going ashore. The ropes are brought on board. The maneuver stops the moment both ropes are secured on board. Well done, Alessandra. Francesco and Sergio, each with their own style, have brought their boat to the dock with the support of their second, and in this case, the chef. Apparently an easy maneuver, almost elementary, but in reality it seems so because those who do it have great experience. Hi, Christian.
Hi, Maurizio. Floriana is in the square waiting for you for an aperitif.
Perfect. I'm going to talk to Giulio for a moment, and then I'll join Floriana.
Perfect, bye.
Oh, Giulio. I'm heading to the square to meet Floriana. So what do you say? Which of the two should I...
No, I'm not telling you anything. I wrote it here for you.
You don't want to reveal anything?
Not at all.
All right. Why, thank you very much. And Giulio chose exactly the same person I chose, so clearly we are in perfect harmony. And now let's go meet Floriana in the square. Hello, Floriana.
Hey there.
So,
Welcome.
did you enjoy your tour around Amalfi?
Yes, it's a spectacular town.
Did you see how beautiful it is?
A lot of shops, a lot of nice little things, the cathedral.
The cloister. There's so much history. Listen, but now let's talk.
Yes,
let's talk about
absolutely.
serious things, serious matters. So who do you think won?
I wrote it down here.
Well, so did I. I give it to you
Let me
and you
see.
give it to me, okay? Okay.
Well, yes,
so it
we
seems
both
that
made
we
the
both
same
made
choice.
the same choice, right? And
the winner is...
Sergio, how do you think it went?
Great. Look, I tasted the wine first, yes. It was really delicious and the wine was perfect. Floriana was very happy.
Let's hope for the best. Let's get to the final.
You are going to beat them all.
Hopefully.
And now I am going to see something on the flybridge.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Francesco, to be frank, I am actually quite worried about this competition. What do you think?
The cooking went well, the dishes were exquisite, delicate, and just right for this level of yacht. The maneuver was well done. We are a team, there's two of us, and we help each other. I am happy.
I think you're going a little too far.
No, you're just afraid of losing.
We have reached the peak, the ultimate phase, the crucial moment where we need to determine who has emerged victorious in this first catamaran challenge. And I must emphasize that we usually do not evaluate individuals individually, and in this case we are compelled to assess the whole crew collectively. The collective skills of both crew members play a crucial role in establishing which one excels, especially when judged against the standard of luxury services offered on charter boats. Having said that, I would like to talk about the trophy. The trophy is a ceramic from Amalfi, because this is the city that hosted us. And we really thought that it would be quite pleasant for the winner of this challenge to be able to cherish and forever hold on to the memory of this adventure through this unique ceramic piece.
May I disturb you for a second?
Certainly.
So after taking into account what everyone has been thinking, I wanted to extend my thanks to ICAT, SVN, and Catamarans for the service you've been providing, because it has been difficult and it has been interesting as well.
Thank you.
But of course, we work for a great company that is Spartivento. So for us, the company comes first. So I propose a cheer for the company and then for the brand Salux that we are involved in, both in this channel and in our work.
Very well. I think it's right for you to lead.
So for Spartivento,
Hip hip hurrah!
again,
Hip hip hurrah!
Perfect. Now, after a very welcome cheer, we can move on to the final part. I would now pass our trophy to Floriana. And along with the trophy, I would also give her the floor to finally reveal who has won this first challenge.
So shall we unravel the mystery? So the winner of this very first challenge, 2023 and 2024, has been won by the crew of, drum roll,
Dum, 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 dum.
dum, the crew of Alessandro and Sergio.
Well done, well done.
Thank you.
Well done. So it's going to be with them that we are going to meet once more in the final, along with the crew that emerges victorious in the next semi-final, which is indeed going to be the next episode of the Catamaran Challenge. So Alessandra was happy. She really was happy, right?
She was very happy.
Well, really
She
joyful.
worked hard. She really gave her best.
She really did give it her all, that's true. Listen, but why did you vote for Alessandra Stergio's raw dish?
Look, regarding food and wine, I genuinely appreciated that both selected local wines because I think these native grapes truly deserve a lot of recognition. And in terms of food, I found Alessandra's choice more balanced between the appetizer that included the ombrina tartare and the first course, whereas instead, Marco's choice to craft a very fresh appetizer was actually a good one, but still it felt a bit insubstantial. It clashed a bit with the first course, which was very rich, with a lot of flavor, very spicy, very savory.
And as for the nautical part, I saw that Sergio and Alessandra were much more of a team. They were more united. They understood each other much better. During maneuvers, Alessandra not only gave the distance in meters from the dock, but she additionally offered Sergio specific instructions on which engine he should use. I saw Marco a bit more awkward. He also made a couple of mistakes with the knots. Well, nothing really serious because it's a mistake that many people make. But Alessandra did not make that mistake. So overall, they gave me the impression of a team that was more unified and more skilled, qualities that, especially on a boat involved in chartering activities, represent a considerable advantage that counts. And thus concludes the first episode of the Catamaran Challenge. We're grateful to Spartivento for their support, its crews, our own crew, and we will see you soon at the next episode. The next semi-final on ICAT SVN Catamaran, where excitement and competition continue to unfold.